Welcome to the next episode of Up to 5 Minutes, where in less than 5 minutes you will learn the latest in all things real estate and mortgage lending, and hopefully sound a little smarter at your next cocktail party.
So Eric, we've talked about all the hats that real estate agents wear. We talked about them being a consultant, then a marketer. What's that third hat?
The third core service that a listing agent provides to a home seller is that of a negotiator. And the goal of this service is to negotiate the best contract possible, execute the written contract, and make sure that that contract gets to and through closing.
And I know the negotiations don't all happen at one time. They often happen in phases. What are some of the phases that comes into play?
Yeah, there's three main phases that are included in this core service. And the first one is to receive and present offers. And in this one, I'm going to get the offer, I'm going to review it, we're going to review it together. I'm going to call up Alton here to make sure that the buyer qualifications meet what we have in the written contract. And we're going to go over the terms of that contract, both financial and non-financial. The second phase is after we identify the pros and cons of the offer, that second phase is going to be to negotiate the contract. So what we're likely going to do is present a counter offer to the buyer in terms of purchase price and non-economic factors such as the closing date and the inspection period and some other deadlines that are written into the contract. So after we identify the pros and cons of the contract, we're going to move into that second phase of negotiating, which is actually negotiating the contract. And here what we're going to likely do is write up a counter offer that is a counter on price and a counter on the non-financial terms of the contract, such as the closing date and the inspection period.
And sometimes the issues that aren't related to the price are some of the most important, right?
Absolutely. For example, if the buyer wants to close in 90 days, but you're looking to buy another house and need to close sooner than that, it may not be the best offer for you.
So that's the first two phases. What's that final phase?
Well, after we are under contract, the next one is going to be navigate due diligence. And in this phase, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be communicating with the title and closing company to establish deadlines and reporting expectations. We're also going to be reviewing those inspection reports and negotiating any concessions or repairs on them. And finally, we're going to have a checklist of all the duties and responsibilities that you have as a seller and calendar those so we make sure that we meet all the contractual milestones. As you can see, Alton, a lot goes into negotiating a real estate contract. It's why when you have representation, you should be confident that they have the skills necessary to negotiate not only the best price for you, but also those non-financial terms that we talked about.
Thank you for spending less than 5 minutes with us. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your questions down below. And make sure that you follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram as well.